Let me tell you how I went from a burnt out nurse to a digital marketer and making over $3,400 in the last couple of months. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys didn't know, my name is Tadeja Diane. I am a full-time psych nurse and I have been for the last 3 years. I have really struggled with a lot of stuff in the nursing field, specifically not even patient-wise because I love my patients, but with management, you got to deal with coworkers, even though I love some of my coworkers. And also just being burnt out, working extra hours. I was like really tired, and to be honest, I always had a vision. Even that's why I'm in psych NP school now. I always, since I was 19, had a vision of working for myself. That's the reason why I went the psych nurse practitioner route. And I am now 31, so I've had this vision over 10 years. So I always wanted to be my own boss. I knew that. But as I started working more and more for these jobs, I'm like, maybe I don't need to wait. I mean, I have 2 more years left, but I'm just like, why not get into something else? I'm like being burnt out, working overtime, and you really don't even see that overtime on your check. Like, yes, as nurses, we do get paid good money. If you want to know about how much money you get paid as a nurse, if it's any new grads watching this or nursing students, let me know and I'll make a video on that. But, we make decent money and we get raises as long as you're at the, a job that continually raises your money in your union. So I have a union. But I came to realize that having a union doesn't really much mean anything because it's always what the job says. And they can override the union. So I say to myself, what is the point of having a union? You can work for any job if that's the case. But anyway, let's get into it. So I started making money online, and this is before I was really burnt out. And not even burnt out really physically, but mentally. This really overstimulated, always bringing work home with me every night, just like thinking like, oh, could this have been done differently? Just like overthinking situations. And just like really just tired of it pretty much. Like, I love being a nurse, but I was just like, I need more of a work-life balance. Even though I work 3 days a week and have my 4 days off, and recently started taking that 4th day off that you have every month, started taking that off, it still wasn't enough because I found myself going into work like, I don't want to have to go into work. Like, I want to be able to structure my days how I want to. I want to be able to travel more. I want more of a work-life balance. I don't want to have to put in PTO and wait for it to get approved to book my trip. No, I want to book, then choose the days that I want to work after I booked. Mood. Right. So I was just like really tired of it. And I was like, just to think to like work all the way up to 65, then retire and I'm older and then enjoy my life. No. You need to be enjoying your life right now. And that's the misconception with this American dream. Like, you get a good job, you get your pension, you retire at 65 and you have these funds. When people really don't even have enough funds to live by the time they retire. So I'm like, listen, cut it short, retire early, work when you want to work, and own a business where you can meet your financial goal. Because are you really about to meet your financial goal with working a regular job? No, it's kind of hard. Why not make double or triple what you're making to reach your financial goal and to invest in more? And you can be a millionaire in no time. Those certain income streams that you make can like really make you a millionaire in no time if you think of it. It seems so far away, but it's really not. Like, once you have one income stream, you invest in another, you do another, and they all become connected. So that money you use to put in another business, and then the other business, you use that to put in another business. Like, it just becomes multiple streams of income. And speaking on that, that's when I get into digital marketing. Now, digital marketing is promoting a product online. It could be digital products, it could be even physical products. You showing up online and promoting that product is a form of digital marketing. Now, digital products are way easier. That's why I went that route. No inventory, you don't got to worry about stock, you don't really have to worry about managing anything. Once you make that product, it can sell an unlimited amount of times. Like, that's like the best thing that ever existed. There's also a way you can make money off of selling physical products without any inventory, and that is through Printify, Canva, and Creative Fabrica. Now, I'm telling you early because I have not even started that yet. So for you who is watching this video right now, I have not even started that, but I'm putting you on before I even started because I'm about to tap into that along with some trading aspects. So there's many avenues you can do. And my suggestion is once you start making money off of digital products and you get to that point, you want to invest in like real estate, stocks. You want to invest in things that's really going to make you money. Say if you decide to not show up online all the time, because are you really going to want to show up online every day for the next 30, 40 years? Probably not. You'll probably want to, take a step back and have even more free time, because posting online and promoting does take time. It may not take long. At the beginning, it will take you hours. I'm going to be honest. It took me, at the beginning, I was so locked in. You can ask my man. I was locked in like no other. Like, I wasn't even hearing what he was saying to me. I was just like, huh? Like, I was so locked in at the beginning because I wanted to learn so much. And I was just like dedicated because I was sick of the predicament I was in. And it wasn't even like I'm in a bad predicament. Like I said, I make decent money. And, I went through a lot of schooling to make the money that I make now. But just to think like a digital marketer who is having success is making like $1 million a year or over $100,000 a year easy. They're making more money than a nurse. So to think of it, like people who don't even want to take that route and do all the schooling and be in debt, you can do this as your side hustle and turn it into, your career path. And like I said, solidify that and invest in more things. So if you ever want to cut back or you ever decide to stop showing up, you still have other streams of income. And that's so important. I didn't realize how important that was until I started. Like, it has been a game changer. Like the way I think, just the way I do things, like I see like the bigger picture, and I'm sure it will get even bigger because I'm still learning. And it's only been about 8 months that I've been doing digital marketing. I started back in January and I had like 3 pages since then. They were faceless, and then I decided to go face forward. So I'm working on building, that back up and building the trust back up, because now it was like faceless and now everybody sees a face. So I'm new to them besides anybody that knows me on YouTube. But now it's like building that trust back up again. It takes time when you are building new pages. So if you are going to start fresh, just know that it's going to take time. Now let's get into digital marketing for nurses, because the nurses, we have so much things that we can leverage. Like a specific example would be time management. Now, creating a guide for time management specifically for nurses that are just getting started at their nursing job, or for new grads for a transition from becoming a nursing student to becoming a nurse. You can tell them how to set up their day, because even me, I struggled as a nurse at the beginning of how to have a flow of what to do, so you're not sitting behind doing notes and doing things last minute and spending more time at the job that you're trying to get away from. Pretty much. But you want to create a guide of time management, get report, go pour your meds, write down the meds you don't know, go back to it after, make sure you do your verifiers, give your meds, Word document on the computer, your notes, set up your notes for the day. And if any changes, add to it as the day goes on. And then after that, depending whether you're doing meds or you're doing charge, depending on the facility, make sure you give, your meds in the afternoon, flag the ones, or, well, I'm saying flag because we're still paper. Yes, super old school. But you'll get alerts if you have computer systems, or write down, if you have any medications that are at odd times, make sure you write that down so you can remember. And always check on your patients, whether you have to do 2-hour checks, 15-minute checks, whatever it is. Just having everything in order on that guide, so that can help nurses transition. That could be a free guide or it could be a paid guide, but that is one way that you can leverage your personal brand. You can always help and provide tools for nurses who are new grads to help them transition into being a nurse on the floor. So setting up that time management tool and having them, set up a nice little flow so that way they don't fall behind is a really helpful tool. And I'm sure many nurses will pay to do that. But you want to make sure you are building your personal brand. So if you're doing vlogs, because honestly, don't do regular vlogs. If you're going to do vlog, make sure you're giving value in these vlogs. Like if you're vlogging your day, make sure you're talking about medications and how these medications help. That is providing value to someone. Or you are simply doing a day in the life and you are talking about, what to do, what not to do, as a union member, or what not to do as a nurse, how to make sure you stay compliant with HIPAA, like making sure all the little things that you learned along the way that you're providing in each of these videos, and more people will follow you. They will follow you if you're providing value to them. If they're getting something from your content, whether it's entertainment and you're funny, or whether you're dropping, nursing education tips. A person that does this well is Morgan. She's a psych NP and we're like on the same path. So I do follow her and I relate to her in so many ways, but she gives tips no matter if it's traveling, no matter if it's how to make money on the side as a nurse, no matter it's, telling stories about, her telehealth days as a psych NP, whatever it is, she's always providing value. And I think that's why she's doing well. So you have to remember, you have to be providing value in giving something to your audience. So that's something to remember. But you can definitely just make a killing and have a side hustle or completely quit your job building on your digital marketing experience. And although I teach digital marketing, I also do digital marketing. So I teach what I do, and a lot of people are doing digital marketing without teaching it. And that's them just showing up, building their personal brand, and then providing an offering, whether it's, a free guide or it's them just creating like an ebook or whatever. They usually have an offer. Once you build the personal brand and you have an offer, because people like what you have to say, they like the value you provide, they will pay for other things that you have to offer. And that's something I think you have to remember.
The money and the sky is sunny.
With that being said, I know as a nurse it's hard and you're burnt out, whether you want to quit or whether you want more balance and you want to work per diem or PRN. This is for you because you can go onto so many avenues, and it's so much other there's so much other income streams that you can build off of this one thing. You can even get into branding deals, you just showing up like for your favorite figs, like a big, and I'm going to speak this into existence. I want a branding deal with figs. I definitely do. I wear so much figs. I'm going to say figs and Fabletics. I wear so much figs and Fabletics. My closet has more scrubs than regular clothes. I have a lot of clothes in general, but I have so much scrubs from both figs and Fabletics. I want a brand deal. Like, you are going to see me in that uniform on their website, their catalog, whatever it is. You're going to see me in those scrubs. because I'm speaking into existence because I wear their stuff and I'm sure you wear their stuff a lot too because we love a good figs, a little nice colorful uniform to make us look good, feel good. Like Figs uniform is not always about, just wearing scrubs. It's really speaks on to your mood that day. Like I specifically, even if you're not feeling good, you're gonna put on a scrub set that's bright to just change your mood, to change anybody's mood around you. Like that bright color will give you that energy or that life. And when you go into work, like I get a lot of compliments on my scrubs. Like I have the ombre ones, I have the regular ones, but I'm really big on scrubs because I like the colors and I like how it makes me feel good. And you can look good and feel good in scrubs. It don't have to be regular clothes. So yes, I will get that brand deal, and I would hope for you to get that brand deal too if you are using as much scrubs as I am. But anyway, but there's so many avenues. With that being said, there's so many avenues you can go with marketing yourself and marketing a product. So definitely want to tap into that, and you can learn that by you can grab a course, UBC Ultimate Branding course, which specifically speaks to how to brand yourself. They talk about the pillars that you have to use in order to, what are your whys? Why did you get started in digital marketing? Was it to spend more time with your kids? Um, Whether it's to, live a life of freedom, it could be multiple things. They also talk about your core values, what exactly are near and dear to your heart, whether it's, religious reasons, believing in God, what's important to you, pretty much, whether it's your family, whether it's you waking up, not having to go to a job, whatever it is, whatever your core values are, they talk about that and they help basically build a roadmap to what you're going to post daily. Like these are going to be your content pillars. And I didn't know this at the beginning, but as I, learn more and do more, everything starts to make sense and kind of you can put things together better. But those core values and, your whys, all of that you put together because you're going to speak about that as you are, whether you're showing up in your reels, your stories, you're going to speak to that because then people will relate to you. And that's how you build a community, build an audience, build a following. So that course is very good on that. And they're very big on building your personal brand. It's not focused on business. No, it's about building your personal brand and getting that transformation from you being a burnt out nurse and a burnt out healthcare worker and you just tired of slaving to you living a life of freedom. And they paint that picture and they teach you how to paint that picture for someone because you deserve more. And that's just what it is. But with that being said, I created a free community because YouTube has been doing good for me and I was able to build a following of 2.5 subscribers and get monetized, that I believe that you can do it too. You definitely can do it too, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, you just building your brand and then you leveraging that to sell a product to make money off of that is amazing thing to do. And you don't even have to show your face. You can decide to be faceless and just translate the same messages using a content bank. But I will give you all that information in my free community. I decided to build a free community because I've been getting so much responses of how you love my teaching and how I show up and just how things are so helpful. Because of that response, I built an online wealth community that anybody can join, but especially, my nurses, my healthcare workers, that community is built for you to help you grow and to help give you step-by-step guidance because a lot of people, they buy courses or they buy things and then someone ghosts them and they need steps. So this online community can help pick you up from that. Or if you're a new beginner, never started or hesitant, it's a free community. You have no obligation to it, but I am sure that you will get tools and the answers that you need on that free community. I also do bi-weekly live calls. So tomorrow I'm doing one at 6:30 p.m. Tomorrow is September 10th, 2024. I am doing a live call at 6:30 p.m. And that live call will teach you how to navigate Instagram. My next one will be how to navigate Canva, and you will be getting put on to everything. October 10th, I am releasing a course that is going to be a killer because I invested in a social media marketer, and now I have the tools to help you actually get the results that you need to transform you in your life. Whether it's mindset, whether it's products, you just becoming more confident and you showing up for yourself and giving you the life that you deserve is so important. So join that online free community so you can have access to these lively calls and that you can be the first one to get this course that is going to be released October 10th. And again, thank you for watching so much. I hope that you are taking a pen and writing this down. I hope you writing all this down because these are some good tips. But join my online free community and you will get tips every week. You will have access to lively calls and free resources that nobody has access to. Make sure you subscribe and like, and welcome to my page. Again, I am Tadeja Diane, and I will see you later.